Hi folks, Jeremy Schaefer here. So, I just published this video of this unicorn from a Witch Witch bag, and quite a few of you, Joshua videos and several others, have commented that they don't have Witch Witches near them, so they want to know how to make it out of something else. Well, I'm hoping that a brown paper bag is a little bit more readily available, so I'm going to try to fold it, or cut/fold it out of a bag. And I've never done this before, so I'm going to sort of show you how the design process works. And this is Kirigami, so it's sort of similar to origami, but it's a little bit easier. But the idea is the same in that you try to get the appendages of the right length and then evolve the idea so that it'll work better and better each time. Alright, so for the unicorn, the idea is that we need 4 appendages for the legs, and then 2 appendages for the head and the corn, and 1 appendage for the tail. Now, this bag, since it's a different dimension, I think we might be better off trying to elongate the bag and then do the unicorn out of just 1 long appendage. That's what I'm thinking about, because this is a lot wider. So yeah, to get the bag, a longer bag, I'm going to just cut right down the middle. See how this probably is going to give us a nice big piece of paper. And I know it will be. A nice long piece of paper. I wonder if Trader Joe's is going to give me some sort of promotion for using their bag. Okay. We want it to go like this. We want it to go like this, like this, like this. So we should cut this out too. So we flatten it. Okay, let's see what we have. Alright, so we have this long piece of paper, and what I see here is that these could be legs right here, cut in the right way. And then, so if it's cut like this, this can be a leg, and then the body is right here, and this would be at the head, but maybe we could even get a longer body, longer head. Not much longer that we can get unless we somehow double it. So, how about this idea? We could make this as the head. Hold on. Okay, so basically now what I'm thinking is that we really need a long appendage for the head. So why don't we just we're going to cut these sides off. Let's pretend like it's a long rectangle, because this is just confusing the matter. All of these. My idea now is just to push the whole model down to one end, so that'll make a long appendage for the corn and the head, and then it'll be a little bit more manageable. We don't need a very long appendage for the tail. Alright, so what we'll end up with is a long appendage for the head and the corn, and we'll also end up with 2 really long front legs, which we can cut shorter. So let's do that. So let's fold it in half. Okay. And let's fold the sides in like this. All right, so let's just estimate that we're going to go all the way to here, here. This is the center. Let's see, where's the center of the bag? Okay, this is the center, and we want a nice long corn. So maybe this will be a leg, and the body's going to be this long right here, and then it'll go all the way out here. So let's cut to the center, right along here, and we can go right on the crease. Oh wow, that's a lot of layers. Okay. The center. And on this side, we're going to cut, let's say, oh wow, the bag already has a line there, right above where the bag normally goes down. Let's do that. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to do the same sort of thing that we did before with the Witch bag. So this goes down like this, and we only have one layer, so we're just going to do this. Unless we could do it on the inside. I'm thinking maybe it might be better to do it on the inside. That just might look a little bit better, and it might be sturdier. So yeah, instead of doing it on the outside, let's do it on the inside. Assuming that you want Trader Joe's on the outside of your bag. So let's make it like that, and like this. Okay, now we want these legs to be sort of the same size, but let's just do the same thing, and we'll just cut them the same size. These are the front legs, so they could even be a little bit shorter than the back legs. The appendages, I mean. Dun, da, da. But let's just cut them all the same size. Just try to match it. Okay, and on this side, line it up, put it out like that. Okay, now is there any way to make this a little bit stronger, these legs? I think that if we go like this, does it make it any stronger? Not really. But what if we fold, see, this goes here, fold it down. Somehow we want to attach this part right down to here. So if you fold this, then that creates a nice folded edge and it keeps that down. So it's down here, down there. And then when we go to fold this over, then the leg will be a little bit sturdier. So, okay, that's a good idea. That should work. Oops. Oh no, I tore the paper. No, I didn't. I just cut it. Okay. Yeah, it's Kirigami. Tearing is allowed. Okay, except that we want this to be the front. So let's make the folded edge on this side. Wow, these are going to be some really thin legs. Maybe I shouldn't have cut off these to begin with. We might have been able to use them. Oh well. We can always just cut the legs shorter. Oh yeah, it's on the front side. Oh, that's weird that we got such thin legs. Alright. And same thing on this side. Of course, this is the first attempt. And you know, like, I mean, the idea with this is that you just want to basically jump in the water and see what you get. This is by no means the final version. And you know, after doing it many times, each time it gets a little bit better. And that's the process of design of anything, kirigami, origami, or you know, whatever you're into. To design it, you have to do it many times, and each time, hopefully, it gets better. And if it doesn't get better, then that means you have to go in another direction. And if it doesn't work in enough directions, then maybe the thing that you're trying to do is not the right thing. You should like focus on something else that might be more fruitful. So, okay, well, here we have a long head and neck, and there's the tail. So let's do the pleat. Something like, let's turn it over first. Okay. And do this pleat right here. Like that. And now let's fold it, not fold it in half. This might be more like a sheep. That's the other thing, you know, if it doesn't work out, then sometimes it'll look like something that's entirely different than what you were trying to make at the beginning. Like I'm looking at this right now and it's looking like the body of a sheep. So anyway, okay, but let's still try to make this unicorn idea. Maybe that makes a nice neck. Oh, you know, the other thing is we could have made the legs a little bit larger by making this cut closer to the middle rather than right along that line. Anyway. Okay, so here we have this, and what we're going to have to do is make the head go this way and then back up like that. So let's first get a really narrow corn. So you go like this and like that. Just blowing a paper airplane. Okay, that's good enough. So now, let's imagine like something like, let's just try to fold it like this, see what happens. Maybe this is still too long. Let's not try to get such a long corn on it. A long corn on the cob. Okay. This horse is named Cob. So this is the corn on the cob. Do you like my joke? I'm just kidding. Alright. So now let's do this reverse fold like this. And you can try this reverse fold. Outside reverse fold, same idea. Okay. And wow, this is going to be a long corn. We could even make it a little bit shorter, so let's bring it further down like this. And let's do that pinchy fold. Just pivot it up like this. There's the ears of the horse. And let's reverse fold the corn. That's like that. I don't know, maybe it could go like, where is it supposed to come out? Like that more? Yeah, let's pretend like that's how it's supposed to be. If you want, you can twist it around. Maybe not. Let's just try to leave it like this for now. Oh, twist it. Nah. Yeah, you could twist it a little bit. I don't know. Might as well try it. If it doesn't work, then next time, just don't do it. Yeah, that's it. Makes an interesting sort of shape. Okay, let's try to shape the head the same way. So we want it to be narrow in the front. Try to go pear-shaped. This can be narrowed too. Okay. I'm not going to spend any more time on this for now. Let's do the tail, see what we got. So same thing. Fold this down and squash and over. Fold the corners in. Another thing with designing origami is that you really want to try to use what you already have. Like I figured out how to make the tail, and so why, if it works, why change it? So this is the tail from the last one. It's exactly the same. Now just try to use the tools that you already have in your arsenal of design techniques. And somehow push the tail towards the body. Yeah, that's getting there. Kind of a tall horse, but once we make the body, push it down, it'll become a little bit more like a normal size. And we can round the neck. It's not too bad. The neck's nice and tall. Okay, it's these legs that are pretty silly. Okay, let's try to make them longer. So undo that. I mean, let's try to make them wider, especially the rear ones. So I just undid that fold. Let's undo it on the other side. Okay, we have enough length here, so that's definitely not the problem. We just need a little bit more width on the legs. Okay, so it's like that. And right now they're really flimsy. That's sort of a problem. But even just doing that will make it a little bit better. Do on the other side. I mean, you see the process anyway. It's you just have to work with it until it looks like what you're trying to do. And these ridiculously skinny legs was not what I was trying to do. I don't know what I was thinking. So yeah, undo these two, just like the same way. And they can be pretty thin, but just not this thin. Maybe just fold it back in half, and then that way it'll be just that thick. That's still kind of thin, but that'll work. And fold this in to give it a little bit more support. Do the same thing over here. Okay, this can fold it in. Alright, and let's do a little pleat right here, down like that, to give it sort of a horsey rear leg look. Match it with the other side. And might as well try to make these into hooves, so do a little fold up and fold back down. And you can round this to make a hoof. Alright, like that. And same thing on this one. Oh, let's turn it over. It's a little bit easier to work with. Okay, so it's open up like this. Make a little pleat, and then bring it forwards like that, and now try to round it out the sides so that it looks more like a hoof. Okay. How's that looking? Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Somehow I'd like to get these legs stronger. So let's try to fold this behind so it can be a little bit thinner. It's also really good to look at a picture of a horse. When I'm designing something, I have Yahoo Images or Google Images open on my computer so that I have an idea of what I'm trying to do, because I don't know about you, but my ability to visualize things, just have it in my mind, isn't that good, so I like to have it on the computer. But I don't have it on the computer, so I'm just kind of going by my mental image of a horse, and also by what I did with the last horse, with the Witch. So I kind of have an idea a little bit more than I would have had I not been focusing on horses. Okay, front legs. They still look just so narrow. Well, it's not too bad. Let's see. It'd be nice if the folded edge was on this side, but oh well. maybe we could, let's see, how can we get the folded edge on that side? Well, I could do like this and like that, and the folded edge is on that side, but then that doesn't look right. Go like this, like this. A little bit long, so maybe we can, that looks kind of okay, but we want the drawn angle. Okay, so if we go like this and then come down, notice how this crease is right on the front. That's what we want. So that will actually work well. We go up like this, and then down like that. And since we don't need to put pleats in the front leg, then it'll make it just about as long as we need. So like that, and then fold this behind. And this will also make a nice support for the leg. Yeah, alright, let's do that on this side. So unfold, unfold. And we want it to come up. We're folding right up like that, you see? So that this middle line lines up with this line coming up, you see? See how the middle line follows right down to the front of the leg? And then go down like that and mount and fold it. Okay, so now we have the folded edge in front, and that just for some reason looks a little bit nicer. We can make this sort of knee look or something. Okay, but let's make the hoof now. So it's a pleat there, and oh, I forgot to pull it out. Okay, I forgot. Okay, and like something like that. And on this side, yeah, that's getting there. Let's see what we got going. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Let's fold this under a little bit more. Anything on the underside, we just folded this edge there. Okay. Can it stand? Will it stand? Will it stand? Come on, you can stand. You can stand. You can do it. Ooh, wow, it did it. Not for long. Oh, boom. Oh well, okay. Well, you guys get the idea. There is the unicorn from the shopping bag, and as you can see, all the attempts of my latest models in the background. And to get it stronger, you might have to use tape or something. Glue, I don't know. There's the inside. Oh, you know, maybe we could do, this might help a little bit. Pulling that down, that might keep the body together. Yeah. Alright. There it is. So hope that helps in your design technique, and go forth and design. Alright, Jeremy Schaefer signing out.